Good evening, and thank you for taking some time out of your day to come here this evening. My name is Bailey-Van Kuren, and I'm from the Department of Emerging Technology and Business and Design. Just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? But that's not all. The acronym's so good too, ETBD, which nobody can get right. So let me help you remember it tonight. Just remember the last three letters, TBD. Yes, it stands for Technology, Business, and Design. And I think really what that means is taking digital innovation and helping people. It's the people that are the most important part. And how can we apply technology to those who have differing needs and abilities than we do or the students do? The other meaning of TBD, which we all know, is to be determined. And that describes our department very well as well. The TBD, how many students come to Miami TBD? They think they know what they want to take, but then they find another thing and another thing. We might have a few of those in the room here. So I'm going to give you a story. Wendy came to Miami. She knew she wanted to do speech pathology and learned, things about physiology and voice. But early on, she was introduced to ETBD, where she could learn some code, some designing for people. And what it led to, she had an idea, and she wanted to create digital technology for those who are hearing impaired, for personal assistants like Amazon Alexa, which they can't do by voice commands back and forth. And so a student team developed an app to do that. TBD also determines what I think is important about TBD with Miami is we are always future forward. And we are looking at the next thing. One of the things my department does is find the next technology, the next thing, and introduce that to our students. And I am lucky to be a part of a university that supports that and supports the people that help introduce those technologies to students across all the divisions. I think we come from a very interdisciplinary group, and you've heard the message come through in each group that you've heard here today. And we work with students like Wendy in speech pathology, in the business school, in the humanities, in education. Let me give you another story of TBD and how we've done that. Just 2 weeks ago, I was in Los Angeles for a Miami event, and one of our young graduates, Emma, was there helping show us around. As we're looking over her shoulder, she's working on some motion graphics, some clouds, some horses. She's barely been out of Miami. She was creating the graphics for the Country Music Awards, which were last Wednesday. And she created the graphics behind two of the songs with artists I unfortunately didn't know. But I watched the CMAs and I saw her work being put out on national television, 2 years out of Miami. And how did that happen? It was a better story. She came to Miami, she found ETBD, but always had a strong interest on the creative side, the art. And she had some musical background. But she got to a point in the curriculum where she had to take an advanced coding course. She didn't want to do the one, and she picked the one that allowed you to program around media. So all the immersive things you've seen come up on the stage here, we create immersive experiences. And so she took those classes. She ended up doing a capstone project for a residency in Las Vegas. We had a group of students that created the background graphics for 2 songs. To give you an idea of the talent of Miami students is that at the end, they were competing with other agencies that were creating things. One of those 2 songs would have made it into the show. Unfortunately, another wave of COVID, the artist had some health issues. The show never got performed. However, the good side of this whole program that taught her that didn't exist 5 years ago. That's TBD. And now we are investing in a new building. You've heard about the McVeigh Data Science Building. It has a state-of-the-art immersive reactive stage, which is 40 feet wide, like these screens, over 10 feet tall. And they are all LED panels that can change at very high rates. And it is going live in the building in the last 2 weeks. And we can't wait to have you come and see that when you come back to campus. So I really want to say how much your investment in the people and the programs and the things we have at Miami has made a difference every day to us on campus. And so next time you're back on campus, after you go to Bagel and Deli, come stop by the colleges and see where digital innovation is determining our journey TBD. Help us figure out what we're gonna do next. Thank you.